Carlos Baleba is ready to go. This is the latest coming through concerning Manchester United's next hot target. Meanwhile, there is a beautiful update concerning an opportunity that is just emerging on the market, but Manchester United is looking to pounce on it, most likely, but not before they sell a midfielder who is the most urgent signing for Ruben Amorim right now. He is not losing the focus, neither should you lose focus when it comes to the internet and how you spend your time there. You should focus on making money on this internet where we be every day, every time, every second. We are doubling the cost of the lesson, yes, and people might be wondering, Web, why are you doubling the cost? Well, do you know the knowledge you're getting? Guys, I'm giving you knowledge that is going to change your life in months. In months. You're going to have your life change like drastically, instantly, nearly. Months is instantly. For you to get crazy money in months, I think, honestly, that is not 100k knowledge. It's not 100k knowledge at all. But it's because you people are my followers. But of course, as many of you keep learning, I can't split myself into 10 so that I can teach everyone. So that's why they say when the demand is high, you know what it means. So guys, next month the cost is going to double, and of course we just get better in terms of how we serve you, in terms of how we teach you, how we structure the course. I think it's just right on point for you to be able to maximize your time online, to be bringing in money for yourself. Come and learn and earn instantly. Now, what's going on? So subscribe, like, share, and drop a comment and let me know whether you feel so positive about this whole Baliba thing. I think honestly, I feel like Man United are seriously going to sign Baliba because you don't invest money in all those departments like they have, the striker, the 210s and whatever, and you don't bring the right midfielder to make it work. And it's only, I think Baliba is potentially a better footballer than Caicedo for me. He's a potentially better footballer than Caicedo. So 100 million might sound crazy, but it's Brighton selling. They sold Caicedo for over 100. Well, maybe Caicedo was more wanted then, was more in demand, was hot at the time, but in terms of potential and what they can become, I think Baliba can exceed, can surpass anything Caicedo has shown so far. I believe he can. So this is a signing that Amorim knows will certainly instantly fit into his team and make it work or make it click. What's happening now is that it seems United are so deep and quick in trying to seal this boy by sort of using the sort of unsettling approach, if I would call it that. They are talking to the player, and if they are convinced and sold the idea that he wants to join them, then they know they can bank on him to force a move from within and perhaps try to convince uh, Brighton to sell for cheap. I think that is that is what they can, because if the player wants to go and he puts in a transfer request in a summer like this, he's within his, Brighton has to listen. Unless Man United certainly cannot meet their valuation, because it's said now that Brighton don't want to go below 100 million. But if a player puts in a transfer request, you would certainly go below that because 100 million is defeatist. You're trying to defeat. You're trying to defeat it. Defeat is to the player to fail him. But if he wants to go, that's not what you do. Players are protected. You cannot force a player. That's why Isak is contracted with Newcastle, but he's not saying I'm not playing for you again. If the player wants to go, you cannot hold him against your will. But even no coach would want to stick with a player who does not want to be a part of the team. So I think that again points to good progress. That's why I'm saying that Amorim seems to be clear on the midfielder he wants. It's Baleba for now, Baleba again, Baleba after. And I think they possibly can get Baliba. I mean, it's Brighton, really, and this is Man United. I don't think really it should be really rocket science. Even with the players United has, talk of swap deals, there are players, the Toby Colliers, swap Toby Collier plus some cash and get Baliba. I think there are players United can use in a deal that can make sense for Brighton if they properly explore it. Of course, even if Brighton would want to have cash, I think if they get, for example, cash of, let's say, 60 million and Toby Collier, that would be a good business for them. Good cash and a good player, young player who certainly Brighton can turn into something else and sell him for crazy amounts of money going forward. So I think it's a deal that can really happen. Don't think it's far-fetched. It can really happen. Man United is on it and they are looking to make it work. Now with Donnarumma, after Baliba, Donnarumma is an option, an opportunity emerging on the market. Now, what's happening with Donnarumma is that PSG have communicated to him that he's not going to be the number one next season. He's going to be a number two. And Chevalier, who they signed already, is going to be the number one for PSG next season. Now, what that means is that Donnarumma will either choose to stay and be a number two, which for himself I think logically wouldn't make sense. He wouldn't want to spend a whole year because he's waiting for his contract to expire, sitting and warming the bench. You've been the best goalkeeper in the world and you're sitting on the bench for a whole year. Like there's no one interested in you. That would be shocking. But even for PSG, they wouldn't really be happy letting him go, having him on the bench for a whole year and losing him for free. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. So they'll probably be pushing to try and push him out and sell him and get some money, recoup some money from his sale, which they price him at about 26 million quid, which I think really is worth. So that shows that, and he has clearly indicated through his representatives that he would be open to joining Man United, at least according to what we pick. So I think that alone shows you that unless Man United doesn't want Donnarumma and they don't see him as the right guy for whatever they're doing, but I think it's very easy for Man United to seal the Donnarumma deal. That's why it's not even one they will be rushing. I don't think United should be right now seated and panicking about the goalkeeper. If there's one deal that can get them panic, it's the midfielder. But they wouldn't panic about a goalkeeper because even with what they have, if they get Baliba, Man United will be decently competitive. So I think, but also with the opportunities available in terms of goalkeepers, I think they are covered. So the goalkeeping situation, I feel, will not be a hard paper for Manchester United to solve. Baliba and Brighton might be the headache because of the back and forth, but again, the strategy has changed because where we are now in the season with 3 weeks to the end of the transfer window, certainly you do not expect Man United to go back and forth. They've got a big game coming on the 17th of August. There's no time for them to go back and forth bidding for a player that they know they would never be able to sign. You feel me? So I think it's clear that United know their plan. This is the plan they had, and they are sticking with it, and it's beginning to look like it's making sense. I think besides Liam Delap, who scored a beautiful goal, by the way, had a brace for Chelsea. Remember, he's the first striker United were looking at. But I think besides him, who was perhaps their initial plan, I think because he's Premier League proven, or he was Premier League tested, I think Man United by and large are still on track with Amorim's proper first priority in terms of signings in this summer, in their proper deals, players they want for this summer. I think they are still on track, certainly. And I think that should be a good thing. It should be promising because there are 3 weeks to the end of the summer and there are 2 more signings. If you think about it, that's okay. It's good business done, don't you think? So if they get Baliba, I'll tell you Man United's summer transfer window will be the best of any club. And I know Liverpool, name them, Arsenal and Man City, Chelsea have signed so many players, but in terms of where we are, where we've been, the expectation of many in terms of what we can do in this summer, if United signed even just Baliba, even if they didn't get a goalkeeper this summer, which I think they will, United's summer spend would be, I think, the most surprising, in a pleasantly surprising of all teams. So it's looking good and positive. There's no need to panic. I think you can really be quite calm about the whole situation with Man United. It seems these guys have their plan, and that's why Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Omar Berada left and calmly went and started playing golf and were only waiting to come and reopen Carrington because they know they have done the work and the right work to get in the right players they want. They have got the budget, they have got the funds, they have solved things, and now the execution is just at the tail end of it so that we get proper into the season and we see where exactly we fall. This team, I'm telling you, get Baliba, proper title contenders. We are in that conversation. It might sound too early to say, but the team we saw is not so far off. Didn't look exciting. Lenioro is in awe of how talented Brian Bumo is. You all ain't seen nothing of Bumo. They haven't seen a glimpse of his talent in a Man United shirt. So there is more to come, but if you get the right piece in the middle, trust you me, it is going to flow, and Man United will be a whole different elephant, unplayable in all facets of the game, and that's what you want to see. Isn't that what United is known for? Well, know me for many things, but you will know me for reminding you to understand how the internet, which we all spend a lot of our time on, pays people. How do people get money online? Don't waste your time online on everything else but getting money. Whereas whatever you do is important, I think money too should be very important, if not most important, of anything the internet offers you. So if you don't go there and get money from it, you're not, I think, you're not living in the time. You're living, I think, in the olden age. But the new era, anyone should be earning money online, because that money is for all of us, and it can grow so quick and become your main source of livelihood so easily. Come and learn how it's done using your phone and data. I need you for just 1 hour. Use that number on your screen as we keep waiting for Manchester United to keep giving, because it's a gift that doesn't stop giving, does it? Wait for this week. More is coming.